Yeah.
How do you deal with a boss who calls you family but treats you like a fucking laptop?
Yeah, really difficult, because I think, it sounds like, like with like we're family. It makes you feel like you're part of something that's more important. It sounds like, that you're not just an employee. But then there's that like double standard, or like, there's that harmful aspect as well, because we're a family. I can take advantage of you in a sense. So I mean, I don't like saying that it's manipulative, but it might be as well. Like I think what you've not got to look at is, okay, how it's in fact impacting you, obviously in a negative way, because you don't feel like you're a valued family member. And I think in that sense, it would make you feel, challenged. You'll feel guilty about asking for things or putting boundaries in place. You might feel like you're expected to go like the extra mile with them because we're a family, that sort of stuff. I think there's another question, hey, that's coming up that might be kind of similar to this at the end with regards to, feeling connected. Anyway, we'll get there. But I think the important thing is acknowledge it for what it is. I think it's important to know that this is not working for you, obviously, and this person, whether they're doing it intentionally or not, it may be unintentional, but it's not helping the relationship at all. You're feeling taken advantage of, and that's how you're feling. So I think what's really, really important is to understand that, and then set boundaries. I think you need to be able to say, you only work the hours that are expected of you. Treat it as professional as possible, because that's what it is. Even if this person says we're a family, you're not, though. You're actually not. So it's important that you then instill your own boundaries to protect yourself. And then I don't know how you feel about this, but like you could use it in some ways as well, and use that language and say, well, if we are a family and you value me like a family member, then I need you to respect that I need this time to whatever it is, I need to leave on time, or whatever it is that you need to do. Just being really like clear about what it is that you're needing, the boundaries. And then I guess the other thing is, with everything, I think, and I don't know, Renee, you probably have more insight into this, because I work for myself. I have no employees at all. Like I'm just me, which is pros and cons. But I think I always encourage clients to document everything as well, just so you've got everything written down, so it's not just hearsay. Just to protect yourself. You're not kind of creating evidence to go against them. You're just protecting yourself. And then I think if nothing changes, once you do try and instill those boundaries and be clear about those boundaries, then you can look at, is this something that's really working for me? Do I need to go somewhere else where I am actually valued as an employee? Yeah, because I think the relationship gets blurred, when people say that. And I think it's an important lesson here as well, I think, with regards to trying to stay professional. It might be difficult in a small company, and I don't know, it would be difficult. Sorry, Andy.
Yeah, no, my wife sent me a thing from Adam Grant the other day, and he said, companies aren't families. I was thinking, I don't know, like sometimes I like to think that we are, but also, because he says there's a level of accountability that you're going to need to have, whereas, you won't necessarily keep that always up in a family. And also my family background very different to my wife's family background. So if you say we're a family,
different expectations.
We'll be expecting that we'll constantly be getting together every weekend and having dinners and blah blah. I'll be expecting, we'll have a conversation on your birthday and at Christmas, and that's it. So, very different perspectives of family. Is Howardson and Co a family?
We have a value of la familia, like a feeling, a sense of it. But to your point, Sharon, I would say that if this, I meet this person where they are, like if they are saying that this is a family, then I would absolutely say, in this culture, you should feel safe enough to say, this is not working for me. This is the structure I need in order to make this productive for me. And it can either, I want to hope for the best in this case, as a leader, that perhaps they are unaware, they are busy, they are looking after multiple people, they're not aware of the impact that that's having on you, and that they will hear you. I think the examples are really important. Like, this makes me, when you email me late at night, this makes me feel this way, or, you know, trying to understand what their challenges might be, and that you then have the opportunity to respond as a leader to that, or you lean out, and then therefore you need to work out that the culture isn't right for you. I'm always really clear with my team around how I like to work. I pick up my girls, I'm often offline for a little bit, and then I'm back online, but I'm really clear, like, that does not mean you need to be online. What kind of working rhythms work for you? What kind of communication style do you like? And so if your manager hasn't had that conversation with you, I would encourage you to have it with them proactively. This is how you'll get the best out of me. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, I really like I love feedback. Could I have feedback? Could we meet once a week? I'm feeling like I need to understand a little bit more around your expectations for me. Could you be clearer? So I'm going to err on the side of maybe the leader has not communicated as well as they can, and maybe try to encourage that. And if not, you've given it a go and you've given it your best shot, and you can find a culture that's more compelling for you.